supposed to go public? Okay. It's going to be 8 rounds today, guys.
Winner box, $10. Come on up to the front, sign up, and we'll get those started once we get 8 players. Welcome to round 4 of 8. You have 40 minutes. You may begin.
So we got the further one.
I'd have to say Mary Fraser Smith. I don't know about the other two though.
What'd you say?
That's a tough decision. I'm talking to chat.
Oh,
Fraser is just so on point with his fashion men. I just want to absorb all of that, man. Alright, let's see. Food. Food in this area. Oh, why'd you put it in sub only? Do you put it in
that's
sub?
what we do during games.
Ah, okay.
I love Squiddy.
Rosty goes to our locals. He's a pretty good player.
I met him last event I went to. What is Chancy playing? I think he's playing Burning It. No. I know what he's playing.
He's playing Squiddy.deck.
No, it's Squidolls. You can't see it.
Oh, the glare though.
Yeah. We had it pretty positioned pretty well, but people like moved the table and the camera,
Yeah,
which
it's unfortunate.
is not good for us.
You actually can't see anything.
I know. I promise it was a lot better earlier. Ooh. Well, pretty sure that's the equip spell. I love Squiddy's last name, Wigglestove.
Is that actually his real last
That's
name?
his last name.
That is awesome. Oh, do you use this monitor as well to see?
Hmm?
Okay.
Both work fine. Let's see what Squiddy's gonna do. He set a monster. Oh, it's Rosty's turn. Rosty has a disc. That's what that is. I'll move the table after this round. It's like crooked. Everything's messed up. Sacrifice for disc. Oh my god, the glare.
Oh, you hid the chat from me, man.
I'm sorry.
That's alright. Get a wireless USB mouse, please. I don't know how you can use a trackpad.
I love trackpads. Can I give Scott mod? Where's Scott? it's certainly a Qliphort field.
I can't commentate because I don't know anything. Like, put me in the
I
2012
don't-
format and I'll tell
I
you
love-
everything about
yeah.
it. But I just
I was
don't
good
know.
then.
I don't
I'm
know
not
Yugi
so good
modes
now.
anymore.
All I know is there's disc and helix and tool, and I don't know what any of them are.
All I know is this
that's
pendulum
game
deck.
and
Yeah. Someone called it earlier that there was just like Squiddy loses game 1.
oh, the table. I'm gonna go fix that camera.
All right. Qliphorts don't suck. They're just not as stable of a deck as Burning Abyss or Shaddolls. They're still clearly good enough to compete with them. Is he playing Chaos Shaddolls? What variant is he playing?
He is playing Chaos.
Okay.
Uh,
With the Dark Arms Eclipse Felice.
that I don't know. All I know is he's playing the Wyver Burster and
Raidens?
the other one.
Any Raidens?
Raiden. I don't know.
All meta decks are bad, Kappa.
Kappa. Be original. Don't be a net deck lucker. I wonder what they're siding for this. I don't know the matchup, so
the
I don't-
Qliphort probably Shadow Mirror.
yeah.
Well, Squiddy is gonna be siding like things that like break the pendulum scales. Because even though like I'm not really playing, I don't really know of recent, and I don't know what Qliphorts do specifically.
Yeah.
I do know that like
I just know they swarm and
yeah, and
get big.
it's reliant on having the pendulum scale out. So as long as you can back row control that, so we're probably going to be seeing cards like Regeki Break.
yeah. I really wish people would play that card from the last set where
Well,
it's like destroy a pendulum monster
Actually,
on the
the
field.
Regeki Breaks would be seen in the Burning Abyss build.
Yeah.
So
It's so weird that Squiddy plays his cards upside down. And he holds them upside down too.
does he do that on purpose?
I don't know.
We might see Spell Shattering Arrow. That's a very good card against Qliphorts.
But I asked him why he holds his cards upside down. He said, so I can see the card art. I was very confused.
That sounds like a thing Squiddy would
Yeah.
say. I think he just does it on purpose.
Yeah.
It's like part of his shtick as Squiddy.
This is a strong opener.
They said that Squiddy had a feature match round 1, and he's playing Mathematicians. So if he's playing Math, he's probably not playing like the all-in OTK
Yeah.
version.
Summoner's Art. That's a tool.
There we go. See, so we're going to be seeing a lot of back row destruction going on here.
I think amazing in Shaddolls, just in general.
I agree. I prefer Fairy Wind over Spell Shattering Arrow in a sense that, you know, it also hits traps. It does that extra burn damage too. But Spell Shattering Arrow can be activated immediately, and sometimes you might be in a situation where you need to get over something quicker. Yeah, and that's another thing. Well, you shouldn't be Fairy Winding under Sacrifice, from what I understand.
Firehand? Ooh.
Yeah. So he probably cited into the hand engine,
Yeah.
and the hand engine is one of the things that people are using right now to deal with the pendulum scale decks, because it just gives you a floating search for a back row destruction card.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. It's crazy cool. That's a tool.
another space. See all this back row destruction going on. And that's the problem with Qliphorts. Once they, if you break their scale, there's not much else the deck can do.
So he's actually at 3,000. I didn't realize you paid life points for tool.
Yeah, tools. Wait, what? A tools was activated?
Pendulum effect.
Okay. I think it meant 7 tools. I was like, I didn't see a 7 tools.
No.
But you do pay life points for that.
Qliphort tool.
Okay.
Oh, off the top.
Duality. Okay.
Ooh, he battles
good game.
back and takes game 2.
All right. The game 3 is really going to be a wild card.
Yeah.
Um,
The side cards are in. Clearly it came out better for Squiddy that game.
yeah, Squiddy just had the back rows necessary to deal with the pendulum
Mhm.
scales. He had the double space, and he also had access to the ice hand if he needed it. This really could go either way. It really depends on the opening hand of both players. Yeah, people would opt for the hand engine over the dust tornadoes.
Good thing I held on to my hands.
Yeah, the hand, and I prefer that too. Just it's more versatile, it's more flexible.
Qliphorts are dumb. I agree. Most of the decks this format are pretty dumb though.
I disagree. I mean, I think Qliphorts are. It's hard to adjust to them because it's a
Yeah.
new mechanic, so it interacts a lot differently than other decks. But I think Shaddolls and Burning Abyss are actually, especially Shaddolls is a relatively high skill cap deck. So I wouldn't
It's
necessarily
the
call it
first deck
dumb.
to really take pendulums and use them a lot. The first good
Yeah,
deck.
yeah, the Qliphorts. Yeah, that was what Konami was going for essentially with Qliphorts. They wanted
Yeah.
to create a deck that promotes the new mechanic. Because the mechanic was impractical prior to Qliphorts' release.
Yeah.
The
Where
most
the whole
that-
deck is pendulums.
Yeah, the most pendulums were doing prior to that were like the Mist Valley, Apex, Avian,
Yep.
or like the Gadget Swarm, but it still wasn't that good or stable.
I just feel like it's like Dino Rabbit was the first deck to really be Xyz heavy.
Yeah.
Like
yeah,
there was plants. They had a couple things,
Yeah.
but
that was actually one of the first Xyz heavy decks. And prior to that, it was pretty much just Tour Guide
yeah,
being splashed in.
tour guide for like Leviair or something.
Yeah. At first, it was Granosaurus. And
Yeah,
then,
Granosaurus. Then,
yeah. And then the tins came out.
ooh, that's a big field.
Oh goodness. Let's see if he has the tools necessary. Yeah, that's another thing too. Someone pointed out in the comment section. There's a lot of variations of Shaddolls too. You know, it's a deck that
I like that.
one build isn't going to be identical to the other. There's always going to be something different you can do with the deck. So, and there's so much decision tree to make in that deck. That's why I couldn't play the Shaddol deck. They wanted me to play Shaddolls at the
Yeah.
event, and like I can't
Takes
pick
a
this
bit of
deck up.
practice.
Yeah, this is something that I need time. I can't crash course a Shaddol deck. There's just too much decision making involved.
So he warnings the El Shaddol fusion.
Yeah, that's not looking good.
At least it's only a 1-for-1, I guess.
It's a 1-for-1, but
It's a big
if
1-for-1.
he's warning this early, he has the intention of just like using his back road to just
Yeah.
bash him down, bash on Squiddy's like all of his opening plays to just because he already has this advantage with this field, so he can just like flip his back rows up, and then the next turn he can swarm. He just wants to remain the aggressor in this instance because he didn't even let that go off. He doesn't want any of his effects to go off. Maybe he thinks he can win this turn. We'll see what happens with the back rows.
Doing a lot of damage to himself.
That's another good thing about Fairy Wind. Because the deck burns itself so
Yeah.
much, you can put them in really
there
tight
it is.
situations. Yep, there we
Is
go.
that-
Fairy Wind.
Is it 300 per card?
Yeah. 300 per face up, aside from itself.
Yeah, if it counted itself, that'd be even crazier.
Yeah. At least I think. I don't remember if it says all other or all. Actually, let me double check just in case.
That's probably all other.
Yeah. Ew, dust tornadoes. There's the shadow mirrors. I just saw a glimpse of those by default. Yeah. Now he has no back rows, and this just gives Rosty free reign to do whatever he wants. Yeah, this is after that turn one play and the El Shaddol fusion getting
Yeah.
warninged. I figured this is how it would end up. I really just prefer Twister over Dust Tornado. Because having if you need to go off that turn, having to set and then flip, and the Twister is going to still like hit primarily like what you're siding it with, the intention for it. I mean, especially if you're playing Burning Abyss or Shaddolls, you can hit a Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, and you can always hit emptinesses with it.
Does Summoner's Art have a life point cost?
No,
No. I saw him go to the calculator, so I was confused.
he was probably just checking.
Yeah,
or
he's probably just like
resetting it.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
could be
this
it.
is game.
He might just be adding up to see if it's game.
That too.
Probably.
It's unfortunate. Well, yeah, once you get rid of the back row threats, that's the problem that Shaddolls have against the Qliphorts. They can just swarm out. And Shaddolls don't have as much back row threats as Burning Abyss does to be able to deal with that swarm.
Yeah, he's still doing math.
Yeah. I doubt that even if he doesn't have game this turn, I just
Yeah,
don't
it'll
see
still
how
end
he's
up being
going
his
to.
game.
Yeah, there's just nothing he can do. He doesn't have anything in the graveyard to be able to.
Yeah.
No setup.
No way to play out of it, really.
Yeah.
It's funny seeing so many monsters on the field at once because of the pendulums.
Yeah. I don't think there's a single thing that can be done next turn for him to come back. Alright, I have to calculate up the damage.
Yeah, I gotta look up all the cards. Qliphort.
And this is where this, wonderful handy-dandy card called System Down would come into play. I'm surprised people weren't. Were people saying System Down? Have you guys seen any System Downs
I haven't
being
seen
played
it.
today? Oh, the Regeki! Oh my god.
Oh!
The Regeki! Oh my god. Basically
Alright.
System Down,
Yeah, that. Well then. Shaddolls just won, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had Regeki. Yeah. He just cleared board.
What's the chat saying?
And he was at 9k
Yeah, that
to
card.
3k. Bro. That was some rib right there, man. That was some Yami Yugi stuff. I was like, yeah, Shaddolls lost.
Heart of the
There's
cards.
just no coming back from this. I forgot Regeki was a card that was unbanned.
Oh my god.
Regeki sucks. Someone sucks.
I gotta get Chancy to sign my Regeki now.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna be first Raigeki.
Yeah,
No.
Regeki's officially Squiddy's card now. He
Maybe
ribbed.
I'll just
he
change
ribbed
his name
so
on
hard.
here. To that.